Welcome to Larry the Alchemist, where we discuss all things heavy metal and hard rock. On today's episode, putting together a 10-song Judas Priest album. What songs would I pick? I've done this already with AC/DC, and Darren and I did it with Black Sabbath, and I think it's kind of a fun experiment here to do, because you might say, well, isn't this just your 10 favorite songs? But I'm giving consideration and weight to sequencing on the album. What opens side one, what opens side two. I'm a big vinyl fan. What closes side one, what closes side two. So these are all things that I'm thinking about. And if I were to be doing a 10 favorite Judas Priest songs, or my top 20 Judas Priest songs, I'd kind of be thinking more about my history with the band. And there'd be songs in there that didn't make it onto this album because I'm a little bit burnt out on those songs. So this is right now, somebody comes to me and says, I'll make a vinyl record for you, 10 of your favorite Judas Priest songs. I will go with what I'm into right now and what I would want on a vinyl and the order that I would want them in. So, okay, side one would open for me with, and maybe this one, some people are burnt out on this one, but I think it's just such a great opener. They've opened so many of their concerts with it. It's a fantastic album opener. I never tire of this song, Hellion Electric Eye. I'm considering that one song. It's just so cool. That epic, dramatic opening. And then when the fast part kicks in, I love the chorus in this song. The solos in it are just off the charts. So I had to have that. When I think of Judas Priest opening a show, I want to hear Hellion Electric Eye. All right, number two, maybe this is another one that's a little played out for people, but I've always loved this song. It often follows as number two in their concerts when they play, and that's Metal Gods. That heavy mid-tempo, slightly up mid-tempo riff there. It's so cool. It's so metal. Rob's vocal delivery in it is just great. I love the chorus in it, the way the vocal harmonies are in that chorus and the guitar line in the chorus. It's just super great. Love the solo in it. It's got to be number two for me. It's one of those like signature Judas Priest songs, and it's just a great heavy metal song in general. Okay, number three, and this may be a surprise. I'm going to put something from the most recent Judas Priest album, Firepower, and Evil Never Dies. I love this song. I love the feel of this song. I love the chorus in this song. Scott Travis's drums when he starts playing like faster underneath them, you know, the double bass drum stuff. I just think it's a great song. I love the vibe of it, and I really, really love the chorus. So that's the most recent Judas Priest song. They're from their most recent album here, Evil Never Dies, song number 3 on side 1. Song 4 on side 1, maybe this is a little bit of a surprise. This is an album that people don't particularly like. I did a video on this record, Point of Entry. I'll link my various Judas Priest videos in the description down below. So that for me would be Desert Plains. Always love Desert Plains. Love the vibe of it. That main riff, it's very sort of uplifting, but it just makes me think of Desert Plains. It fits the lyrics and the title of the song really well. Rob sounds great. Always loved that song, so I'd have to get it in here on my record. All right, ending side 1 for me. Fifth song on side 1 would probably be from arguably my favorite Judas Priest record, top 3 Judas Priest record, Defenders of the Faith. Love this record. Always loved the Sentinel. It's long, it's epic. The beginning of the song, that dramatic intro with the minor scale chords that they're playing, and then when everything kicks in, the energy goes up, and that middle section where it drops down and it gets all spooky, and there's like the spoken word part of it. It's just a great song with a whole bunch of different sections to it. Very epic. It's going to end side 1 for me. All right, side 2 opens up with, I'm sticking with the same record here, Freewheel Burning. I think it's a great album opener. Love the energy in this. Glenn's guitar soloing in it is just off the charts. I've always said that Glenn's guitar playing evolved over time, and this is a great example of it. He's playing all kinds of like sweep picking, modern sort of 80s guitar metal type of things. Love the energy in this song. Love when Rob starts spitting out those really fast words. Looking for you like it's never been the way. That's just great. The chorus in it is fantastic. Okay. Number 2, side 2, song 2 would be All Guns Blazing from the Painkiller record. record. Here's an example of, I thought about putting Painkiller on here, but I'm kind of burnt out on that song. I always loved All Guns Blazing. It feels like a strong, deep cut for me. I love the feel of it. The chorus of it is great. I love when that one chorus comes up and they sort of go into like a halftime while Rob's singing the All Guns Blazing over a great soloing. Another, I'd say Glenn really steps up his guitar playing on Defenders of the Faith, and then he takes it up even another notch here with on the Painkiller record. Okay, number 3 from is going to be Dissonant Aggressor from the Sin After Sin record. Oh man, this is just so heavy. This has got to be one of the heaviest songs of the 70s. The way this song sort of fades in and that Rob lets out that super high-pitched, multi-layered scream, and the riff is just so heavy, and the way evil and the way it chugs along there is just awesome. I just love the feel of this song. And if you're making like, the heaviest song, the evolution of heavy songs, I would point to this song as being a song that just like, it just takes everything up a notch. Black Sabbath's Under the Sun, Darren and I rave about that one, just being pound for pound, so heavy at that time. But this is another one, is sort of like this touchstone of like how to be heavy just got taken up, another notch. All right, number 4, and this may surprise, so maybe not, because it's a fantastic song. I really love it, from Jugulator, and the only Ripper song on my album, Cathedral Spires. Don't really care for those 2 Ripper era albums, although I'll say that I like them better than the Blaze era Maiden records. Maybe that's a topic for another video. But this is just a great song, man. It's very epic. The guitar playing, the pick to guitar stuff. It's just a very dramatic, epic song. It stands out for me head and shoulders above everything else from the Ripper era. Ripper sounds fantastic on this. It's very dramatic. It's kind of like the Beyond the Realms of Death of the Ripper era. Love it. So that's why I wanted it on my record at number 4. Okay, closing out the album, I just mentioned it, would be for me Beyond the Realms of Death from Stained Class. Such a heavy record. Talk about touchstones, important albums in the evolution of heavy metal. Stained Glass for me is just that. It's just like a pure heavy metal record. One of the first, like, from the beginning to the end, pure heavy metal records. This is epic, dramatic. The acoustic guitars, Rob's vocal delivery is some of his best. The subject matter is dark and foreboding, and the song just builds very dramatically. That scream that Rob does at the end of the song is the stuff of legends. So that has to close out my 10-song Judas Priest album here, number 5, Beyond the Realms of Death. All right, so let's go back. Side 1. For me, Hellion Electric Eye, Metal Gods, Evil Never Dies, Desert Plains, and The Sentinel. Side 2 for me is going to be Freewheel Burning, All Guns Blazing, Dissonant Aggressor, Cathedral Spires, and Beyond the Realms of Death. All right, there you go. There's my Judas Priest 10-song vinyl album. Let me know what you think of my picks. Let me know what your picks would be. Again, kind of think about how would you open the record? How would you open side 2? Maybe for those people who never grew up on vinyl, this may not mean anything, but maybe pick your first and last songs if you're thinking CD age. But I think it's kind of fun to think of vinyl because, it does sort of set a mood. Good records. You think of side 1 one way, sometimes you think of side 2 a little bit differently, and the songs that open and close both sides of a record, very, very important. So let me know. Let me know what your picks would be in the comments down below. Check out my other Judas Priest videos. Till we see you again, make sure you rock hard, ride free.